This channel is called the Christian Hadith. To emphasize two things. Number 1. The Quran has absolutely nothing to do with Islam. There is not a single Islamic practice that can be traced back to the Quran. We have already mentioned the following list of 10 most common Islamic beliefs and practices, none of which are found in the Quran. The 5 times daily prayers, the Shahada, the Azan or call to prayers, the phrase Allahu Akbar, the women's head cover or hijab, the pilgrimage to Mecca and its rituals, the fasting ritual and its details, the entire Sharia laws, including stoning adulterers to death, the death sentence for apostasy, the cutting of the hands of the thief, are all not found in the Quran. The Quran has nothing to do with Islam. Instead, Islamic religious practices are plagiarized from the Christian Bible, from Jewish teachings, and from Zoroastrianism. They have been plagiarized into the so-called Hadith and Sunnah, and passed off as Islamic teachings. As we have said before, the Hadith are extra-Quranic, non-Quranic, and un-Quranic. Today, we will expose another false Islamic belief: crossing the bridge of Siratul Mustaqim, or the narrow bridge over the hellfire, on the so-called Day of Judgment. This false belief is not found in the Quran. Here is a 1-minute video clip of Yassir Qadi talking about this myth. Note this image used by Yassir Qadi at the beginning of his video clip.
كان على ربك حتما مقضية. It has been decreed and it is necessary that every one of you will be passing through it or over it. ثم ننجي الذين اتقوا. And then we're going to save those who are righteous. وَنَذَرُ الظَّالِمِينَ فِيهَا جَثِيًّا. And we will leave the wrongdoers in it to be trampled in and to be falling into. What is this a reference to? The Quran itself doesn't give us an indication, but the ahadith of the Prophet ﷺ tell us and clarify to us what is this verse referring to. And the Prophet ﷺ said, this verse is a reference to the fire of hell. Every one of you will be, it says, وَارِدُهَا. What are
of crossing the bridge of Siratul Mustaqim on the so-called Day of Judgment has been plagiarized from the Zoroastrian myth about crossing the Chinvat bridge. Here is a Zoroastrian depiction of crossing the Chinvat bridge on the Day of Judgment. You will see clearly how closely the two concepts resemble each other. Zoroastrianism was founded by Zoroaster in ancient Iran, approximately 3,500 years ago. Zoroastrianism has the story about the Chinvat bridge. The Chinvat bridge, or the Bridge of Judgment, is the bridge which separates the world of the living from the world of the dead. All souls must cross the bridge upon death. The size and width of the Chinvat bridge varies depending on the observer's righteousness, as related in the text known as the Bundahishan. If a person has been wicked, the bridge will appear narrow, and the demons will emerge and drag their soul into eternal punishment and suffering. Similar to the concept of hell, if a person's good thoughts, words, and good deeds in life are many, the Chinvat bridge will be wide enough to cross, and a spirit, representing revelation, will appear and lead the soul into the house of song. Those souls that successfully cross the bridge are united with the God, Ahura Mazda. Zoroastrianism was popular in the region we know today as Iran. This is a 3,500-year-old fairy tale meant to frighten children and other childish minds. Sadly, this Zoroastrian myth has been plagiarized into the Hadith and accepted as part of Islam, including by Yassir Qadi.